Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Ressha Sentai ToQger review. Today we're taking a look at the Ressha Sentai ToQger Deluxe Yuudou Breaker for Tokyo Rokugo. Alright, so here we have the Yuudou Breaker's packaging, and I do like this silhouette of the build rash along the top. Now, I did get mine pre-owned, which is why the box is kind of beat up, but I did get a good price for it from Mandarake, and it does come with the drill Ressha as a deluxe compatible Ressha. I was like this picture of the 6 ToQgers. Outside of that, there's nothing really to mention about the packaging. Alright, so here we have the Yuudou Breaker. Now, the most interesting part of this for a lot of people is the drill Ressha. Now, this drill Ressha does have the plug that allows it to connect to the other mecha. Aside from Hyper Ressha Teo, I believe, the Candy Tour or Gashapon version will suffice for Tokyo Rainbow. But for a deluxe one that works with Build Dio and Diesel-O and Tokyo-O and Kurina Robo, you're going to need this one, and it's the only available with the Yuudou Breaker itself, which is why I wanted to get it. Now, in terms of Ressha, all it does is have a spinning drill, and it does roll. But other than that, it's got the standard link-up ports, but then the plug, which we will show in the next Tokyo 6 themed review. But overall, it's nicely painted. I like the cockpit. It's painted gold there, which is really cool. Now, like I said, a Gashapon one won't work with the deluxe mecha because here's a Gashapon one. And the difference here, you can see the color's slightly different. This was assembled in 3 parts. The drill and the front piece here were separate pieces from the rest, and it is sealed off in the back. This is a more accurate to the show for the normal size Ressha, while this one is mecha compatible. So yeah, having this is kind of neat to have with the Yuudou Breaker, but you really want the deluxe drill Ressha if you are wanting to combine it with the other ToQger mecha. But moving that aside, we do have the Yuudou Breaker. This Tokyo 6's traffic signal-esque light weapon. He hasn't used it very well. Nijino Akira has not figured out how to use a weapon properly, but he does seem to be doing well in battles, and this thing is quite cool. It is quite, lengthy. I mean, it barely fits in the frame here. It is quite nice looking, too. The silver paint along the edge, except for the top here with the compartment, the nice ToQger sticker logo, the caution stripes throughout. Really, really does look nice. It does feel good. I mean, the handle is large enough for my hand, which is really nice. But it is not full size, as in the show, but it does look nice. If you extended the blade and the handle a little bit, it'd look pretty much perfect, which is really cool. Now, it does have lights and sounds, of course, and we do have this switch on the back here. He's flipped that on. We get some nice lights here. So in order to properly demonstrate the lighting function, I will cut off my main source of light here. So it won't be completely dark, but we can see these lights better. Now when you push the trigger button here, you will get different light and sound combinations. So you get a couple different ones in these LEDs here. And that's pretty much it. Holding the trigger doesn't do anything. You just have different things going on there. Now, where it does get interesting is its compatibility with the Ressha, and that is through its opening compartment here. So the compartment here at the top for the Ressha insertion, if you just flick the switch here at this angle, it just kind of pops open, not really too exciting. But if you do turn it upward, it flicks right open and stays open, which is really, really cool. And just like with the Apply Changer, you can use any Ressha inside here and it won't change the sound effects. It's just pushing down a button. But we're going to use the drill Ressha it came with. So we'll lock that in place, and we'll push it down. And that is super cool. This thing actually does have 6 LEDs in the blade, which kind of makes up for the Apply Changer having no LEDs, or the Tokyo Blaster not having any LEDs. It kind of took the LED budget of the line, it seems, but it does have 6 different lights in here. Now there is a secondary attack noise. And to do that, we'll just push this down again. So you get that, which is super cool. Now there is a bonus sound effect that is created when you push this thing down too much. So let's try it. So I haven't figured out how to get the uninterested version of the alright sound without just pushing it random times. I haven't figured out the number yet. It does seem to be quite random. But there you go. So you have 3 different attack noises. Well, one's slightly different. And it does come with the drill Ressha, which is pretty darn cool. So overall, how can I recommend the Yuudou Breaker? Well, for the price I got it for, which I believe was 2,500 yen off Mandarake, it was fantastic. I will warn you, it does cost a pretty penny to ship. It is not cheap because of the size of the box. But it is worth it if you do want a combining drill Ressha. Or if you're just insane and just want to carve out a hole into the Gashapon one. But you will need to get this in order to get a deluxe drill Ressha that does combine with other things aside from ToQger Rainbow. And for me, it was worth it. And I'm glad I did it because I really enjoyed the Yuudou Breaker as a toy. It's really fun. It has a lot of sounds. It's quite loud. It's got cool lights. It's a cool weapon. I would recommend it over the Applet Changer. It's pretty darn cool. So that's it for the ToQger Rokugo roleplay weapons, but next we may just have to look at his mecha build Dio. So be sure to check out HeroToQger.com for all your ToQger news and more. Until next time, saying goodbye.